do you see yourself moving to places like Dubai, LA, or Miami, or do you prefer staying in Madrid? I don't know why you chose Dubai, LA, or Miami, because like I don't know why that selection. Like I understand Dubai maybe for like the tax purpose, but LA, like it's just a little bit of a shithole right now. Like no offense to to the people living out there, but or the people from there, but they can probably admit with me that LA is not the best place right now in terms of like government and policies and security and everything, and it's not a very entrepreneur friendly or business friendly place. And then Miami. So let's address. I'll address this city by city. Dubai, no. Although I think it's a fun place for a vacation, and I was there for around like 2 weeks last year, and I had a lot of fun. I don't see myself living there, and the reason why that is because I think this is very personal, right? It's a very personal thing, but for me, Dubai, it's very shallow energy. That is the energy that I feel from that place, and I think it's very I don't want to say like toxic, but it's very materialistic and it's very shallow energy. So I think it's fun. I just see it as a big amusement park, right? I think it's fun for a few weeks, but I would feel pretty empty going out. Like I don't think I would resonate with the energy in Dubai. I like places that are a little bit richer in energy. So that's Dubai, right? I think it's a really fun place. I just don't see it for me living there. So that's really the fault. And then the final thing I'd say on Dubai is in terms of like setup, I think the fact that like you can't really walk around too much. Like you have to take a car pretty much everywhere. And so I think, if you're not moving around too much and you're just like locked in an apartment, it makes sense. But then why would you be in Dubai? Like, I don't know. I don't really like the cities that are very like decentralized in a way that it's not like a European city like London or Madrid where you can walk around pretty much everywhere, and this like it's rich in culture and yeah, it's just Dubai for me is like it's very detached and it's very like I don't really like the so like I don't think there's a great energy to it. So that's the first thing that I would say. And then LA, I mean, I kind of addressed it. It was a big dream of mine when I was young. Like even in my visualizations, I had like I would tell myself that I would buy a mansion in Hollywood Hills. And so this, the reason why I say that is because I truly believe that you have to be agile with your visualizations, because something that you thought would be really cool can change in like a year or a matter of months, right? And so LA, I used to say like I was going to move to LA and buy a mansion in Hollywood Hills and all this stuff. But, LA just doesn't really appeal to me anymore. And then Miami, I think it would be a lot of distraction because, again, there's a big party scene. So then I getting straight to the point, right? Why do I love Madrid? And this has been reinforced because I've been traveling as of late as well. I was in London for like a week. I was doing the event there. Just a lot of fun, went out with my friends and all this good stuff, right? And then I was in Paris, which incredible city. I think I may move there for a month or so. But why? And then I came back to Madrid and I was like, this. I mean, it doesn't compare to like something like Paris, right? I love Madrid. I think it's a beautiful city, but it doesn't really compare to something like Paris. But I just felt great here, and the reason why that is, I think, for me is, I do have a social circle in Madrid and I do have a really cool network, but it's the type of network that I don't like. I don't have fear. I don't have as much fear of missing out. And there's not as many things to do as in a city like London and Paris, right? And so what I love to do is I love to insert myself in the noise, in the distraction, in the party scene, in like the like in the flashy stuff, right? For a bunch of days, maybe for a week max, and then detach from it and then come back to my like Zen, just beautiful city. And that for me is what Madrid does for me. Like it just centers me. There's a great energy to Madrid. The people I just freaking love. I have family here. I've got friends here. It humbles me. It grounds me. And what else? And yeah, like the setup is just perfect for what I'm trying to do, which is build cool shit and build up my wealth and impact people and just be in an incredible routine. And then I can take I'm definitely going to go to Miami probably this year, right? I'm definitely going to go, Dubai probably. I'll go this year again. And I like insert myself in the noise, but not living in the noise. I don't feel a need to live in there because I think that would do more harm than good for me. And I think it does more harm than good for most people. I see a lot of my entrepreneur friends living in these cities, and I think they've also told me that they feel like sometimes they want to escape it, right? Because there's a lot of like this constant plans, like, hey, let's go out to this place and let's go out to this dinner and let's go out to this and this and that, right? And I think that can get a little bit exhausting. So that's my take. That's my hot take on places. And this is constantly changing, by the way. That's why I love being in motion. And I talked about this in the event. Like I love trying new places, and that's why I'm probably going to go to out to Paris and live there for maybe a few weeks, maybe a month or so, to just really question and really question myself and being constant in constant debate over like what's the best place for me, right? Because it is also very comfortable to it is also very easy to get comfortable in one place and make it out to seem like this insane place, but then you go out and you realize like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, right? And there's a lot of great places out there. So that's what I'm constantly trying to do, like, and I'm constantly changing my thoughts. Like, for example, last year I had a big urge to just move out to Portugal, like by the beach, in this like insane, just beautiful house in nature, right? And it would have been my first like ever real estate purchase. I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger there, but and then now I look back over it and I'm like, wow, I would not have liked to live like that. And so it's this thing's constantly evolving. I think the key is once you start making money with your business, try a bunch of different places. Don't tie yourself down to one thing and just like and don't overcommit as well, right? Like go out to a city that you think you may resonate with. Do that for like a bunch of days, like maybe take a week-long trip, right? And then see how you feel there, like see what the energy is like, see what the vibe is like, see if you can concentrate. Like there's a bunch of places that I absolutely love, but I just cannot concentrate for this, if my life depended on it, I just cannot concentrate, right? And so I absolutely love being there to rest, right? But I when I go there, I already know I'm going to rest. And so stuff like that is important. I think the key is just to be in constant motion and constantly be trying new things.